Last night on MasterChef Australia.
Your life in the MasterChef kitchen is on the line.
Kate, Carrie and Fiona fought the battle of their lives in the pressure test. And for Kate, the journey ended.
Mark my words, Melbourne. There's a new cafe opening and I'm going to be the owner.
Tonight, it's time for the amateur to take on the pro.
The MasterChef kitchen always throws up some surprises.
As Callum goes head-to-head against world-renowned pastry chef Philippa Sibley.
This dessert is no piece of cake.
With desserts, if you stuff something up, you have to start again.
I'm feeling pretty nervous. Just a month ago, I was washing dishes in a kitchen. Thinking how far I've come now and what I'm about to do, it's unbelievable. Callum won the Japanese invention test, so he's going to be cooking off against a celebrity chef today.
Put it there. Seriously? Good job.
Callum, that was just absolutely phenomenal.
I'm incredibly proud of Callum. He's our youngest MasterChef-y and he does a brilliant job with his cooking.
Come on, buddy.
Callum, the new chef Whites, you can tell he's really, really nervous. That's part of the beauty of Callum. He's an unassuming person, which is very, very, very endearing.
Callum, welcome to the MasterChef kitchen. How do you feel?
It feels fantastic. A lot of butterflies, but really, really pumped and excited. I can't wait to see who the chef is.
If you win today, you win immunity from one elimination challenge should you ever face one. Immunity is represented by this pin.
If I could win that immunity, I could avoid a challenge that I wasn't so good at, so that would be a massive advantage.
The person you're going to face today is a specialist in pastry and desserts. This person has cooked in Michelin star restaurants in France, in a string of three-hatted restaurants in Melbourne. And she was the first female Chef of the Year in the Age Good Food Guide. That chef is Philippa Sibley.
I'm Philippa Sibley. I'm head pastry chef at Bistro Guillaume at Crown in Melbourne. I'm responsible for everything pastry driven. I also make all the ice creams, sorbets, pretty much all the desserts from scratch. My advice to any young chef is to get as much experience as you can. Once you stop learning, you're screwed.
Philippa, welcome to the MasterChef kitchen.
Thank you very much.
How long have you been a pastry chef for?
Well, I've been cooking for 22 years and probably been concentrating on pastry for about 15 years, maybe slightly longer.
When you consider that Callum is actually 20 years old.
Callum, Philippa has brought one of her stunningly delectable but stunningly difficult dishes for you to cook today.
Sorry.
Rest assured, this dessert is no piece of cake. you'll have a 15-minute head start. That means you'll have an hour and 45 minutes to complete your dish. Philippa will have an hour and a half. So we'll be leaving you now. Philippa, the MasterChef kitchen is all yours. We're looking forward to seeing your work.
Good luck, Callum.
Good luck, Callum.
The judges leave, so it's just Philippa and I. I'm feeling pretty nervous.
Callum, let's have a look at what we're both going to be cooking today. The dish we're going to be cooking today is caramel parfait glacé with salted peanut caramel and milk chocolate mousse. What do you think?
That looks absolutely amazing. I really want to eat it.
Shall I talk you through it?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so the base is a peanut dacquoise, which is like a meringue. The dacquoise has to be cooked just so it's crunchy on the outside and still a bit gooey in the middle. The second layer is caramel parfait glacé. And then we have spoonfuls of chocolate chantilly, which is a chocolate mousse, and salted peanut caramel. Then we have 2 tempered milk chocolate plaques. You temper the chocolate so that you get that lovely shiny finish and a nice crack when you put your spoon through it.
When I realised I have to temper the chocolate, I freaked out. I've never done that before.
Would you like to taste?
Thank you.
Crack, it's cruel.
Wow.
So what do you reckon? Do you think you can replicate it? Okay, so Callum, your time starts now.
Callum has an hour and 45 minutes to cook Philippa Sibley's dessert. Philippa has an hour and a half. If Callum wins this, he wins immunity.
Callum's off to an absolutely cracking start. He's got a number of things on the go.
The first thing I do is start making my caramel parfait glacé, which is the second layer of the dessert. So I combine my sugar, cream, egg yolks and vanilla and make my caramel.
Get a whisk in there to just disperse the seeds a bit.
Okay.
Start stirring that with a wooden spoon.
The first 15 minutes, it's great having Philippa standing there.
As soon as it dissolves, add a little bit more sugar.
She's got a lot of experience and I'm listening very carefully to everything she's telling me.
Add a little bit of the cream. Big old slush, yep. Okay, stop. Whisk that through so that the caramel dissolves. Now you can add all the rest. Okay, Callum, your 15-minute head start's up.
Okay.
I'm going to go and start cooking.
Thank you.
Philippa starts and there's this air of calmness. She hovers over to her bench, pots come out, water's running, not running around. She's absolutely in control.
Callum, Philippa's got her chocolate on, melting down.
All right, mate, I'll get that on a tick. Everyone was really supportive and yelling out hints. It was really good to have those guys up there helping me out. I tasted the caramel parfait. I think it tastes similar to Philippa's, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Callum, have you got it in the freezer yet?
In the blast freezer now. About 50 minutes to go. The next thing I have to do is bake my dacquoise, the bottom layer of the dessert.
How's your dacquoise? Is it in the oven yet?
No, I'm still whipping the egg whites.
The most crucial part of making the dacquoise is the folding through. You need to fold it through quickly and lightly so as not to deflate the egg whites too much.
Callum, don't forget to time the dacquoise.
Yeah, I've got a timer on there. Thanks, Claire. How are you going?
Good, I think.
Good.
A bit worried about my dacquoise, actually.
I pull the dacquoise out of the oven and I'm just not happy with it. It's really, really spongy and really, really kind of moist. For me to think that an element of my dish hasn't worked It makes my heart skip a beat because it shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't happen.
I get my dacquoise out of the oven and it's looking pretty good.
Oh my God. She's going to be beaten by a 20-year-old.
There's less than 30 minutes left. The thing I'm most worried about for this challenge is tempering the chocolate, which form the plaques that go on the top of the dessert. Tempering chocolate changes its molecular structure. It's something I've never done before, and if you don't get the temperatures exactly right, it's not going to set properly.
Come on, Callum. I have not tempered chocolate. I have not even thought about tempering chocolate. If that was me down there, I would just be eating the chocolate. There's no chance at all.
The recipe said that chocolate shouldn't really be taken above 45 degrees when you're heating it. I've let my chocolate get to 48 degrees because I wasn't watching it. The tempered chocolate on the marble isn't setting. It should set really quickly if it's tempered correctly, and mine's just sort of sitting there and remaining melted.
With desserts, if you stuff something up, you can't fix it, you have to start again. It's not like a bolognese sauce that you can fix. Put those in the fridge.
Philippa, I think I've done the chocolate too thick because it's still up this end, it's still a bit tacky. When Philippa sees my chocolate on the marble, she realises that I haven't tempered the chocolate correctly. She basically says that I need to do that part again.
You can have another block, you've still got chocolate then.
Philippa's plaques are almost done. They look beautiful. I'm looking over at Callum though, and he still can't get that chocolate tempered.
Okay, did you test the temperature? You got to test the temperature, dude. Look, because that, to me, that still looks too hot.
Okay.
All right? What I would suggest is that you scrape all that chocolate off back into the bowl and have another go.
Okay. It's pretty worrying because there's not long left in the challenge. The thought of having to do it again is not a very nice one.
Guys, there's 10 minutes to go.
Come on, guys!
Callum is struggling in the last 10 minutes. He still can't get his chocolate right.
Chocolate should be about 26. It'll be quite thick.
The third time I tried tempering the chocolate, I make sure the chocolate's a little bit colder this time. 26.4.
All right, get that done as quickly as you can and get it back in the blast freezer.
Philippa then starts pleading up.
I know that 2 chefs have lost this challenge. I watched them lose this challenge. I'm shaking so badly that I wonder whether I'm going to be able to get things on the plate, let alone the plaque.
Oh, God, I can hardly.
It was really frustrating. I was like, ah.
Callum, we've got less than 2 minutes now and I'm finished.
Okay. I can't really plate up because my chocolate's not set yet.
You might have to plate up without the chocolate. I don't know what other options you're going to have.
With a couple of minutes to go, Philippa's pretty much done her dish, so she's helping me. I've abandoned the recipe, just going by what she says.
Just, you need to mark them now into 10 centimetre thingies.
Yeah.
Come on, go.
I try and cut the plaques that I have made. There's sort of a decent looking one in the middle, so I choose that one to try and cut up.
No.
I still couldn't get it right, so I just decide
Just do the quenelle.
I'm just going to plate up the dessert without the chocolate plaques.
Okay, you've only got a minute now.
Come on, mate.
I look at him with so much pride and so much admiration.
I guess I'm a bit disappointed that I couldn't plate up the full dish, but the components I did get on the plate I'm pretty happy with. Thank you, guys. Now that we've finished cooking, I chose to be plate 1. As I didn't complete the dish fully, I wanted the judges to taste it for what it was. and not know straight away that there was something missing. So I guess there was a bit of a strategic reason for picking plate 1.
Gary?
I think it's pretty good. I'm looking at it and I'm actually thinking, how would most chefs go putting up a dessert like that? If that's Callum's, I think he's done really, really well.
We don't know what the actual dish is supposed to look like, and it certainly looks like the sort of dessert you could easily see in a smart, modern Australian restaurant.
Yeah. Regardless of who made that, that hits all the right buttons for me.
Wow. A dessert that would be worthy to sit in any good hatted restaurant.
Absolutely. Yeah, look, I mean, certainly something that you'd be really happy to see whizzing across the restaurant floor towards you.
Yeah.
It's a bit lacking in interest.
Yeah.
I want something crisp or crackling-y. I need something like that on it. It'll be very interesting to see how the second dish differs from plate 1.
But I think we should score. I think we should get the second plate in and see how it compares.
Thank you.
Does it make a difference with a roof on it?
That does look beautiful, and I'm dying to taste it, and I'm sure you are too.
Yep, let's get into it.
Shall we taste?
Well, we talk about little food moments every so often. That is absolutely spot on.
The mousse on plate 1 I actually liked more than plate 2. For a weird reason, this actually looks really buttery, where plate 1 was a lot smoother. I'm splitting hairs here because that is sexy.
This dish is what makes a great pastry chef. Texturally, every single element plays a role.
So, gentlemen, plate 2, let's score it.
We have just tasted both versions of Philippa's sensational dessert and given it a score out of 10. Callum, if you beat Philippa today, you will receive that powerful immunity. We'll be starting with plate 1. Whose plate was that?
That was my plate, George. I'm pretty nervous to see what the judges thought of my dish, especially leaving a component off. I hope they didn't drill me too hard.
7 out of 10, Callum. Three quenelles, exactly the same size. Beautiful, crisp, square, sharp-edged block of your light sponge, a little caramel base. Those are the things that made your dish stand out. Really good stuff.
Great start. The score that I gave you was 7 out of 10.
I gave plate 1 8 out of 10.
So, Callum, that was a great effort. 3 really good scores from the judges, and that brings your total to 22 out of 30. So, Philippa, you need to score 23 or more to beat Callum's dish.
Philippa, I gave your dish a 9 out of 10. An absolutely beautiful dessert. The saltiness of the roasted peanuts and the caramel around it was just beautiful.
I feel slightly embarrassed about revealing this score. I gave your dish 10 out of 10.
Gee, I do love that dessert. 9 out of 10.
Philippa, you romped away with it today. 28 points out of 30, so that makes you our clear winner. You're a little bit nervous, weren't you?
I was really nervous. You should have seen my hands.
Callum, that was an almost insurmountable recipe for somebody that's been cooking for such a short period of time. That would floor a few professionals. So you did a really, really good job.
Yeah, it's a really proud moment for me and something I'll always remember, I think. You gave me so much help, and thank you so much for that. I learned so much today. So
You're welcome. It was an honour. It was a pleasure.
Philippa, thanks so much for bringing that gorgeous dessert in. We have to say goodbye to you from the MasterChef kitchen. Thank you again.
Thank you. I think Callum's got a quality that dictates that he will never stop learning, and that's really, really important. And I can't imagine him losing that anytime soon.
Callum, you're the youngest competitor in this competition. Fantastic job today. The idea of you washing pots a short period ago and now putting a dessert like that in front of us is spectacular.
what a fantastic day. It's the sort of thing money can't buy. It's, one of the best things I've ever done.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
We're going to have to do a hell of a lot of work to pull this off.
The amateurs take on their toughest critics yet as they cater for a children's birthday party.
I don't know what they like. I don't know what they don't like.
2 teams are under pressure to feed 150 hungry guests.
This is going to be like the charge of the Light Brigade.
Right, who's hungry?
Let's go!
Would you like one? No?
And it is going to be gone like that.
There's none left.
What have we got ourselves into?
And for the team who receives the least votes,
We can't afford to lose.
2 members will face elimination.
Our fate rests with a bunch of kids.